This video is to help guide you through the DialogMaster Pro recording process, along with a few other functions in the instant record screen. The first thing you want to do is, if you have a soft copy of the script, just go to the source email or PDF document, Word document or notes, copy the text and go back into the app, press on the notes icon in the nav bar and then paste the copied text into the notes field. You can now refer to this as you record your project, and it will also be available to refer to in the editing screen later. If you don't have the soft copy and you just have the script printed on paper, you don't have to worry about this part. You can go straight onto the recording. Once we press on the record icon to start recording, we then want to press on the record break icon after each line for each character. This is to separate character recordings for editing purposes later. Okay, let's get started with the example script provided. Our time. External fountain, late evening. John looks flustered as he walks briskly towards Sally. Where have you been? I've been looking for you. Where have you been? I've been waiting here the entire time. Come on, we're late. Lisa appears from behind the waterfall, with Steve limping behind her. They notice John and Sally heading towards them in a rush. Okay, so that's a quick example of how the record break function works. You can also delete or discard the last recording if you make a mistake and want to try again. To do this, just press on the pause icon, which will stop the recording and activate the discard icon. Press on the discard icon and it will delete the last recording from the timeline. Press on the record icon again to continue recording. It is important to note that the discard function will not work unless the recording is paused, and it will also only delete the last recording. If you realise there was an earlier recording that should have been deleted, you can delete it in the editing screen later, which also allows you to insert new recordings anywhere you like. This will be explained in another video. Now, once you're happy with the recording and you're ready to move on to the next step to set up the project for editing purposes, just press on the next icon in the top right corner of the screen and it will take you to the Setup Project screen to enter the project name and character names. If you've recorded a project and want to try again, or you want to start on a new project and leave the current project to set up and edit later, you can press on the refresh icon in the top left corner of the screen. Once pressed, a prompt will appear asking whether you want to save the current project and start again. If you select no, the current project will stay in the timeline to continue working on. If you select yes, the current project will be saved in the project screen and the timeline will be refreshed, ready to record a new project. If you want to access the project you just saved after refreshing the instant record screen, or if you want to access any other project you've created previously, simply press on the projects icon in the nav bar at the bottom of the screen and it will take you to the project screen. The most recent project will be at the top of the list. If you want to return to the instant record screen at any time, just press on the clapperboard at the top of the screen, select yes, and you're ready to record a new project. The actual clapperboard in the instant record screen displays the recording duration, the date the recording was made in US date format, and it shows the record file number for the project. This is used to identify the project until you correctly name it in the Setup Project screen. If you press on the More icon in the nav bar and select Instructions, it will take you to the website where you can find detailed explanations for all screens and all functions.